Elina was born in a small American town where dreams were bigger than the sky and opportunities were as rare as rain in summer. She was a bright young girl, full of confidence, with a heart that believed the world would open its doors to her just because she smiled. Her friends admired her charm, her teachers praised her voice, and her parents saw a future star in her eyes. Every evening, she would sit on her small wooden porch, scrolling through social media, watching glamorous influencers living what seemed to be the perfect life, luxury, fame, and unending joy. She whispered to herself, one day that will be me. She didn't know yet that in chasing the glitter, she was stepping closer to darkness. From her teenage years, Elena wanted to be famous, not just known in her town, but recognized everywhere. When her friends talked about college or jobs, she talked about red carpets and camera flashes. Her mother, Laura, used to tell her, sweetheart, every shining thing isn't gold. Some lights only blind you before they fade. But Elena only smiled. To her, that was something only old people said when they couldn't keep up with dreams. At 18, Elena left home for Los Angeles, the city where dreams either bloom or burn. She promised her parents she would call daily, but the city's rhythm soon swept her into its storm. At first, life was exciting. She shared an apartment with two other dreamers, Maya and Zoe. They all had big dreams, modeling, acting, singing. They laughed at failures and celebrated tiny wins with instant noodles and cheap wine. For Elena, every audition was a new chance to prove she was meant for the spotlight. One day, at a cafe in downtown LA, Elena met a man named Victor Steele, a self-proclaimed talent manager. He looked polished, confident, and drove an expensive car. He told her she had the kind of face that could rule the internet. His words wrapped around her heart like silk. He said, you're special, Elena. You just need the right exposure. Those words, right exposure, echoed in her mind all night. By morning, she had already texted him back. Victor introduced her to a world she had only seen through screens, parties with flashing lights, people dressed in gold, cameras that never stopped clicking. She felt alive, important, seen. Her social media started to grow. Followers poured in. Brands started sending her clothes to wear. She thought she was winning at life. But slowly, something began to change. The more she posted, the more Victor demanded. Be bolder, he said. Show confidence. Be daring. At first, it was just makeup and fashion. Then it became parties, luxury posts, and private photo shoots that didn't feel right. But Victor always said, it's just business, Elena. Everyone does it. Months turned into years. Elena's fame grew, but her smile faded. The spotlight that once felt warm now burned. Her friendships dissolved into competition. Zoe left Ellie after a breakdown. Maya began taking pills to sleep, and Elena, she kept pretending. She wore diamonds that weren't hers, laughed in places she hated, and posted photos with people she didn't trust. Every night, she'd stare into the mirror, whispering, this is what I wanted, right? But the reflection didn't answer. One night, after another fake party, Elena came home to find her bank account nearly empty. Victor had been managing her earnings, and most of it was gone. When she confronted him, he laughed. You wanted fame, he said coldly. Now you have it. But you never read the fine print. That night, she realized the cruel truth. Every shining promise he made was fake gold, polished to deceive. She left his agency with nothing but her phone and a few clothes. Weeks later, her world came crashing down again when private photos of her appeared online leaked without her consent. Her fans turned into critics overnight. The same people who praised her beauty now mocked her shame. Brands canceled contracts. Her followers dropped. She was left broken, crying on the same floor where she once danced with pride. For the first time, she understood her mother's words. Every shining thing is not gold. Elena went silent for months. She moved back to her hometown. People whispered, but her parents held her close. Her mother cooked her favorite meals. Her father fixed her old room. And in that silence, Elena began to heal. Instead of chasing validation from strangers, she started helping local kids learn photography and storytelling. She taught them how to express dreams without losing themselves. The more she gave back, the lighter she felt. Years later, when a journalist found her for an interview titled, Where Are They Now? Elena smiled for the first time in years, not the forced smile of fame, but one from peace. She said, I thought gold was what shines the brightest. But real gold doesn't need light, it shines from within. I was blinded by glamour, but now I see the beauty in being real. Her story spread online again not as a scandal, but as a lesson. In the comment section, one viewer wrote, is greater than, I used to dream of being like her. Now I dream of being myself. Elena's journey became a quiet revolution. She started a foundation for young creators, helping them navigate the digital world safely. Her motto was simple but powerful. Don't let the world sell you glitter when you were born to shine on your own. Moral. Every shining thing is not gold. What glitters isn't always glory. True success is peace of heart, not noise, not followers, not fame.